Hi everyone, my name's Robbo, and in this video I'm going to answer the question, should I become a camp counsellor? Or should you become a camp counsellor? As someone who's worked at camp twice now, I know a little bit about it, so I've come up with 4 main bullet points that you should be able to tick off and say, yes, I can do those 4 things, and if you can, then definitely consider working a summer out in America, because it's the best summer job that you could ever get. But like I say, it's not for everyone, so come up with these 4 things. Number 1 is going to be that you're able to work with kids and that you're comfortable around working with kids, because that is basically your job. You're going to be looking after children, and your number 1 role at camp is to make sure these campers are having the best time that they can have. You've got to bear in mind that these parents have paid usually quite a lot of money to send these kids away to make sure that they have a brilliant time and they grow as people, and you've got to facilitate that. So if the thought of being around kids makes you miserable, then this is definitely not the job for you. My next point is that you have an eagerness to travel. You will be away from home, you will be away from friends and family, and you are likely to be in a different time zone from them as well, which makes communication more challenging. And when you factor in the fact that you're going to be working long hours for majority of the week, it limits the amount of time that you're able to have a FaceTime with friends and family. But if you're up for the chance to be independent and get away from home, if you're looking forward to experiencing a new culture, and if you're looking forward to people trying to imitate your accent, then I would say that's a tick in that bullet point. The third point is that you're willing to step out of your comfort zone. This links to my previous point, because you're going to be at camp for 9 weeks, so that is going to be a lot of hours you'll be putting in. The days are long, like I said. There's a fair bit of logistics involved as well that you're going to have to sort out. Your transportation, your embassy appointments, communicating with your camp. So there's definitely some preparation that you have to do. This shouldn't be too difficult, and in fact it should be quite exciting thing for you to do, because as you do it, you're getting one step closer every time to get into camp. To expand upon this point, I want to add that sometimes during your application or even your stay out there, you might get this overwhelming feeling. It could be due to culture shock, it could be due to missing home, and I would say I definitely get you if you ever experience that. I definitely experienced it before and during camp, but luckily I was in a situation where I could very easily reach out to get help. If I ever felt overwhelmed at camp, I had many colleagues that I could turn to and they could help me out. I had a great boss, and yeah, they could sort me out with any of my issues. Okay, I'm back. I got halfway through editing and for some reason the video stopped working, so I'm having to re-record this last little bit. Where was I? Oh yeah. So during camp I had the colleagues that I could help with, and before camp, if I had any questions, I went with IENA, and they were really awesome with helping to answer any questions about MC appointments or how to get the right camp. So basically, just to summarise that point, I know that you'll be going out of your comfort zone, but there'll be lots of support there to help you. My 4th point is that you are able to teach an activity. Now, you don't have to be super knowledgeable about this activity, you just have to bring energy and excitement into that activity, and also a sense of health and safety. There are roles at camps which we call specialists, which means that you're going to be head of that activity. That means that you're well experienced within the activity, you have experience with teaching as well, and you have the right qualifications are necessary to teach that activity. But I would say the majority of people going won't have those qualifications and will just be there to help facilitate the activity and help the head staff member. So yeah, as long as you can be safe and fun, then you'll be welcome at most activities at camp. So in summary, those are the 4 necessities that you have to bring to camp. You have to be able to work with kids, have to have an eagerness to travel, you have to be able to go out your comfort zone, and you have to be able to be competent in a activity. Now the list of activities you can do is so broad, and I'll probably make a video on that at some point, so I'm sure there's something out there for you. So hopefully I've answered that question, should I become a camp counsellor? If you can tick all these bullet points, then I'd say start your application now, because camps are hiring at the moment, so you want to get in there as early as possible to give you the most amount of time for the camps to see you. And also just start your application, get it all the stress out the way, book your flights as early as possible, because that's when the flight's going to be cheapest as well. So yeah, I hope you do start your application, because I know you're going to have an amazing summer if you choose to do so, and I know that if you don't decide to do it, you're probably going to regret it. I hope you have an amazing summer, and I don't want you to regret this opportunity. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you have any ideas or any questions, then leave them in the comments and I'll try and make a video about it. Thank you very much. In a bit.